Please be seated, everyone. Good afternoon, my name is Marion, and I'd like to begin by welcoming all of you here to the beautiful surroundings of Ingliston Salerno Suite for Jackie and Martin's wedding today. It really is a great pleasure to be conducting the ceremony, and I really want to invite all of you to share in today's celebration of love. Now, I know that Jackie and Martin have put a great deal of time, fun and creativity into today, but really they are just delighted that all of you are here to share their joy. So, they've chosen to pledge their commitment today in a personal ceremony that enables them to express and share the values which are important to them. Today is about smiling, and it is about celebrating the amazing gift of love. Fashions may come and go, and the words we say change with the years, yet love is the treasure that's being honoured no matter our differences. So, how did it all start? But not perhaps any more sensible than they were when they were a wee bit younger. They spent the first few weeks chatting online, and then they progressed to the phone. And we're glad to discover that they love making one another laugh and having a wee practical joke. And then, in what was possibly a deliberate act of mischief, they set a date to meet face to face, which was the 1st of April 2018. Martin says they've been a right pair of fools ever since. Now, taking the train into Glasgow together that evening, Martin knew Jackie was the one for him, when Jackie passed him a rather classy can of rum and coke. Jackie was impressed with Martin's chic dress sense, the tweed jacket, and of course his gentleman's etiquette. So they began getting to know one another, and over the next wee while their relationship grew. Now, a while later they went away for a wee break to Culin, and as they took in the beautiful scenery of the Falls of Dockert, they spoke of their love for one another for the very first time. Well, Martin said, "I love you," and Jackie said, "Do you?" She made him wait a full 24 hours before telling him she loved him. Now, the next day, Jackie saw a necklace in the gift shop. She was admiring it, and she remarked that she was going to buy it for a relative in San Diego. Now, Martin could tell that Jackie really liked this necklace herself. So, as Jackie went for a shower, Martin suddenly announced that he was going out to the car. Now, the slightly tense air in his voice made Jackie think he was actually going to do a runner. Knocked him back. But he came back with a beautiful necklace from the gift shop for Jackie. And that was just the beginning of their romantic adventures. Next, on a trip to Paris, they went on a cosy river cruise and chose the perfect lover's bridge to leave their padlock on. Now, for Jackie, the Paris highlight was the Moulin Rouge, and for Martin, the low light was discovering that he couldn't tolerate going any higher than the second floor of the Eiffel Tower.
It moves.
Now, after all their whirlwind adventures, it was time for Jackie and Martin to introduce one another to their families. Now, although they were a wee bit apprehensive about meeting each other's families, they all hit it off right away. Martin met Jackie's parents and they all went for something to eat. Jackie, in fact, said her mum loved Martin from the minute she met him. Now, Jackie's dad is a magician, and the first time Martin met him was when he was performing. And maybe that's why Jackie was worried he was doing a disappearing act. Now, Martin and Jackie share a similar sense of humour, sometimes at the most inopportune moments. However, they also share a deep sincerity and they're looking forward to growing older together and travelling to spend time with family and friends. Finding that person we love who shares our passion, our energy and our ambitions, so much so that we can't imagine our lives without them. It's truly an amazing thing, and Jackie and Martin, we all wish you both a wedding filled with romance, a marriage filled with love and a lifetime filled with happiness. Now next I'd like to invite Sam to come and read for us.
Well, I meant it all, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, and even teacher, for you have learned so much from one another these past few years. Shortly, you shall say a few words that will take you across a threshold of life, and things between you will never quite be the same. For after today, you shall say to the world, "This is my husband."
Now, Martin and Jackie had been chatting about marriage for a wee while, so it was no secret that Martin would propose at some point. Jackie had seen a ring that she liked, and when Martin arranged with the correct size to be delivered to the jewellers the following week, they went back to the shop to have another wee look at it, and they just bought it there and then. Now, after enjoying more free champagne, they headed off to dinner at one of Glasgow's very best restaurants. Now, Martin had originally planned to propose officially on a future weekend away, but he decided it wasn't fair to keep Jackie waiting. He had no problem going down on one knee, and he was over the moon when Jackie said yes, of course. However, he did find some difficulty in getting back up again, as he jammed himself between two tables. Now, to pledge their mutual love and commitment, Martin and Jackie have chosen to have a traditional Scottish hand fasting. Now, this dates back to medieval times when betrothed couples would use pieces of tartan or rope to symbolise their union long before wedding rings were common. So, if you've ever wondered where the phrase tying the knot comes from, and then if you can join right hands up above the head. These are the hands of your best friend, strong and young and full of love for you, that are holding you on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years. These are the hands that without the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief fills your mind. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will help you to hold your family as one. the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. Your best friend, so keep that friendship first and foremost. It will strengthen and evolve as your future unfolds. Choose to love each other, even in the moments you struggle to like each other. Give your best to each other every day. Your marriage today is a promise to one another, a partnership that you'll promise to nurture and never let dwindle, a partnership that you promise to nourish with your intentions, your words and your actions. A loving union that will have the strength to overcome life's greatest obstacles and give you the joy to make your future together a happy one. Or, as Dr. Seuss would put it, we're all a little weird and life's a little weird. And when we find someone whose weirdness is compatible with ours, we join up with them and fall in mutual weirdness and call it love. Alan, could you be ready with the rings? Martin, could you make your vows?
I see these vows not as promises but as privileges. I get to laugh with you, cry with you, care for you and share with you. I get to run, figuratively, with you and walk with you, build with you and live with you. I promise to heat your feet when they are cold, rub your shoulders when you are tense, provide motivational encouragement when I leave my PT kit at home and you have to do the circuit training by yourself, and I will make sure you live in a Boris-free home. I love that you can always make me laugh when I'm down or when I'm not, and we can be silly together spontaneously. And I love that you can pull better faces than I can. I love you keep the drama to the theatre, and when you sing on the stage or in the shower, I get goosebumps. Nothing lifts my day more than knowing I get to come home from work to your smile and hugs. I am so lucky to wake up to you each and every morning. I take you as you are, loving who you are now and who you are yet to become. I promise to listen to you and learn from you, to support you and accept your support. Let us be partners, friends and lovers. Today and all the days that follow, I am the luckiest.
Martin John Breckenridge, do you take Jacqueline Emma Templeton to be your lawful wedded wife?
I absolutely do.
Would you like to place the ring on Jackie's finger?
Today, I marry my best friend. I've waited a long time for you to come along, and I can say now. That you have been worth the wait. I love that you're romantic and surprise me often. I love that you're a big sap, so much that you sometimes cry at adverts. You're my rock when I'm having a bad day, and you're there with your hugs when I need them, but you also give me space when I need it too. I love our weekends away, our mystery drives, our nights at home doing nothing. I promise to always be here for you, especially at the end of a bad day with hugs, kisses and a glass of iron brew. I promise always to attempt to make you laugh till you cry. Jump out on you when you least expect it. That's just a C's T-Rex impersonation. I promise to give you all my love and friendship, to be there when you need me the most, to laugh with you and to cry with you, to confide in you and to trust you, to comfort you and support you. I promise to respect you and love you always. These promises I make to you for the rest of my life. I couldn't love you any more than I do right now, and yet I know I will tomorrow. When I say I love you more, I don't mean that I love you more than you love me. I mean that I love you more than the bad days ahead of us. I love you more than any disagreement that we ever have. I love you more than any obstacles that could try to come between us. I love you the most.
Kathleen, Emma Templeton, do you take Martin John Breckenridge to be your local wedding husband?
I certainly do.
Would you like to place the ring on Martin's finger? Following the declarations made before me and in the presence of these witnesses, it is my very pleasant duty, Martin and Jackie, to pronounce you husband and wife. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to adjourn for a few minutes before we return for the end of the
And sing a song and make the day of our wedding anniversary. Why I seem so far away today? Let me tell you, that I think about you all the time. Hallelujah, from me. I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, singing the hallelujah, the of the hallelujah, everything I'll ever have. I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we desire. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. You can say it all sounds crazy. You can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we desire. The brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams is keeping me awake. see. I close my eyes to see. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. A million dreams, a million dreams. I think of what the world could be. A vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. For the world we're gonna make.
That he's brought along today for completing his second tour of Afghanistan in 2011. So this quake is even more symbolic in its use this afternoon. Now, just before we do that, can I invite Anne and Chris to come and speak?
Jackie and Martin, may you aye be together forever and ever, and laughter ring right through your house. Wherever you are, let your doors stand ajar, while we welcome everybody in through the bar.
I'd like to welcome you all here to this special day, especially Martin's family. Martin, you've done it now. The next time you're somebody's tight, you'll be given blood. When my daughter says to me, I'm marrying Martin, I thought I better do some background checks. I went to the local police station, I says to the desk sergeant, what likes this guy? He says, don't worry, he's no problem. Anytime he spends the night here, he's okay. It wasn't very far from here, but at a wee cafe on the main road here, I was asked to go for a coffee with Martin and Jackie. And we just sat down, halfway through the coffee, Jackie says, I've got to nip across to the hardware store, and disappeared out the door. She just disappeared and Martin says to me, I'd like to ask for your daughter's hand in marriage. I says, take them both. So Martin, respect for asking. Yeah. Greatest respect for asking, yeah. And I put a lot of work into organising today, so have a round of applause for all the organising, yeah. The kilts, I think, was both your idea, wasn't it, the kilts?
Yes.
Yeah. In case you don't know, for some of the foreigners, this is a sporn, it's a purse. Us Scots aren't daft, it means we get mugged, we get a wee bit of enjoyment at the same time. And the wee knife we get, it's called a ski and do. Well, on the West Coast we call it a Glasgow credit card. Somebody says to me earlier on, what's under the kilt? I says, a perch for 6 pigeons. My wife says, they must be standing each other's shoulders. Now what can I tell you about my daughter? She was born at a very early age. Her first time Jackie ever appeared on stage was at the age of 18 months. 18 months, Mayhew School of Dancing. The big finale was they brought on the big girls, then the wee girls, then the wee girls, then the wee tots came on for the off factor. And they came out and went, ah. So they all sat down at the front. There's presentations made, the curtain's shut. There's Jackie, too far forward. The only one sitting there playing the stage. And this hand came out from under the curtain and went, and dragged her back. Oh dear. Growing up, Jackie had the most infectious laugh. We used to actually hold competitions. We used to get Jacqueline to laugh, and then see who could hold her straight face the longest. We took her to see the Crankies one night, and she laughed the whole way through the Crankies, and the whole place was laughing. The Crankies did a great night, but soon the lights came up, everybody was looking at see who it was that was laughing. Oh. Our first house was in Angus Road, Burn Square, and Jackie got a cat. And she dressed this cat up in its dolly's clothes. And Sally says to her this night, tidy up. So she did. We couldn't find the cat. We could hear it, we couldn't find it. And we discovered it in a drawer. And Sally says to her, what's this? She said, well, you told me to tidy up. So the next day, we let it out as it was never seen again. Oh. So growing up with me, doing what I do, Sally being a fire eater, me being a magician, so I didn't bother Thomas either, it was natural. When I joined the fire service, it was, my dad's a fireman. My dad's a fireman. So that was a big thing for her. But I want to try and take you back in time a wee bit. This is one of the things that Jacqueline grew up with. I'm going to show you a wee illusion that me and Sally used to do. I'm going to, bear with me a wee second. It's called a zigzag. What I used to do was a box. I put Sally into the box. And then we'd take two blades and we'd cut her into bits. Then we'd actually take the middle. In fact, I'll go a wee stage further, I'll actually put it back in again. I'll take it back out. Here we go. Get a box right way round. Turn it back round again. And that's it. So Jackie grew up with all this happening. In fact, oops, sorry.
That's the magic. That's the magic.
Yeah, that's the first drop of the day. See that gravity, yeah. Anyway, I say, what happened then was Jackie got involved a wee bit with doing clowning, face painting, balloon modelling, singing in clubs and pubs. Hope there's nobody here for the tax office. But as I say, growing up, Jackie, she absorbed things. We had to watch what we were saying because everything you said, Jackie took it in. One day Sally came in to pick me up at the fire station caught fire. Like, how embarrassing is that? The fire station's on fire. So we managed to get the fire out quite quick and push it up, nobody knew about it. Parents' night, we're up at parents' night. And there's Jackie's newsbook, today the fire station caught fire. So this is the kind of things. I say, later on, if you get hold of Sally, ask Sally about Andy Ritchie's Valentine's card. That's another story altogether. Oh. Sally is, sorry, where are we? Here we are. She left school, went to work in a lawyer's office. Didn't like it at all. And then she went to be a nursery teacher. And one of my most proudest days was the day she qualified as a nursery teacher. And from there, she went on to make your grades right up to, I don't know, what's your qualifications now?
A BA in children practice.
A BA in child practice now. So Jackie can actually run a nursery now. But anyway, over and above that, I say I'm very proud of what she's done. She's like, as you know, Jackie's amateur dramatics. There's a lot singing. We did a lot of work together. In fact, one of the best jobs we did was in Arran. Yeah. We were hired by Cunningham District Council to go around the schools, entertain the schools. And the schools in Arran are part of Cunningham District Council, so there was 10 of us on a ferry, to entertain the schools. And the way back, there was a folk band, folk singer, accordionist, there was 10 of us. All the instruments came out. And we did a flash mob, and that was way back then. So I think we were the original flash mob on the ferry. What a time we had. So, but some of the jobs we get are, I'll explain to you. Scotland, the way back there, when we actually didn't qualify for World Cup, never lost a game. That's true, we drew every game. And one of the games was actually happening. The tickets sold out within a matter of hours. Glasgow Council decided to put a marquee in Glasgow Green for 2,000 people. They put a bar, about a dozen big massive televisions, and had 6 face painters there to paint the satires on all the faces. There was a queue a mile long, the Tartan Army was there, they drunk the bar dry by half time. This wee lad came up and says to Anne, "Will you paint my bum?" Anne says, "Indeed I will not." Jackie, Karen, Claire, "Over here, mate!" And they started a craze of roast stand. With their bums painted. Some even got messages to put on them as well. Yeah, that was just one of the things. Yeah, I think someone had to get 2 coats. Pardon the pun, we get some cracking jobs. Oh. So for some great times together, and hopefully a lot more to come. Jackie loves going to the Kilwell games, and now she's got Martin to try along with her. She never makes the games though, she's too busy in the pubs. That's where I usually meet her. I usually meet her, do a balloon for her, and then on and she goes with a balloon hat. But she's, all the times she's performing on the stage, I always try and get to see her. And there's one, I've got twin granddaughters on the side of it. When you go and see Jackie, right, okay, fine. And one of them summed her up to a T. And she said, Jasmine said, "But don't really know Auntie Jackie, every time we see her she's playing somebody else." And if you think about it, it's true. You know, so, yeah. Jackie and her stepdad, John Visor, formed a folk duo. We heard them during the ceremonies doing a song that John rewrote the words to, Hotel California. He took the words away and wrote back Hotel Caledonia. Was it not? Okay, sorry. Caledonia. But John was a writer as well. Again, when the two of them got together, we did a lot of work together, and I'm sure he's looking down now, chuffed to bits. Two wee boys at a wedding, one says to the other, "How many wives are you allowed?" The other says, 16. 16? He says, "Aye, 4 better, 4 worse, 4 richer, 4 poorer." I think it says a lot when there's 25 people go through to Edinburgh to celebrate Jackie's hen night. And try to drink Edinburgh dry. Girls, I salute you for trying. Yeah. A wee bit of advice for the happy couple. Never go to sleep in an argument. Tell each other you love each other every day. Often. Martin, the most effective way to remember your wedding anniversary is to forget it once. It doesn't matter how often a man changes his job, he always ends up with the same boss. It's when you reach my age that you realise what it means to go home at night to a woman who gives you respect, tenderness, affection, and what it means is you're in the wrong house. It's that when a man opens the door for his wife, it means one of two things. Either the car's new or the wife is. Last week I was asked to join Slimming World website. I did. It came up to accept cookies. I thought that was a test. A wee Scottish proverb. Don't marry for money, you can borrow it much cheaper. I'm very proud of my daughter, what she's achieved, and now I can't wait to see what the future brings for both Martin and Jackie. Please raise your glasses, because I have a very special toast from my granddad. Now, you're lovely like a kitchen table, 4 bare legs and no drawers. The happy couple.
Today I've got from a warm suit with a bit of paper in my hand. Who can follow Tommy? A big round of applause for Tommy, please. I've got to say it because it's tradition. On behalf of my wife and I, we are so happy to have everybody here today, near and far. We have a small naval landing force from San Diego, so everybody from San Diego, please stand up, let yourself be known. A number of guests from all over the country that have travelled near and far to get to us today, and we really appreciate it. Both Jackie and I really appreciate your company on our special day. Thank you for, oh no, before I go further forward, I'd like to make a toast to absent family and friends. So I think if all family members go through periods of loss and periods of happiness, today's a happy day. There's been some periods of loss for both Jackie and I in a recent past, and we just want to mention absent families and friends. Just like to thank both Tommy and Sally for welcoming me into the family. It's difficult to follow a speech like Tommy's, I've got to admit. But Alan's got to follow me, so it's alright. Thanks very much for bringing me into such an amazing family, a massive family. So please forgive me when I do ultimately forget names and who you are, where you come from and everybody else. Likewise for friends as well that are here to see us, because I think I've met everybody once, but that's about the only time I've met you, so I'll be around to introduce myself again in the future. That's right, yeah. So we've got some presents to give out for the mothers, so I think Jed, they're at the end, your end of the table, if you'd like to pass them along. I think there'll be one for my mum Susan on my right, and one for Jackie's mum Sally on Jackie's left. I think we'll all agree that the mothers of Wright look fantastic today. So you may have noticed that we've got an unusual seating arrangement or a seating plan, and it's for those that don't know or are not Scottish in most points. They don't know what the Bruins are. So the Bruins is a stalwart of Scottish media. It comes from the Sunday Post. Every Sunday the Sunday Post comes out. Most Scottish families read them. And the Bruins are a comic strip character based in Dundee, of all places, that we've set these at the tables on. So you'll see that you've all got the characters. They all refer to different members of the Bruins family, and that's where that comes from. So it's been going on for generations, the Bruins. Jackie knows a wee bit more about it than me because she's 29 days older than me. So because I know everybody's starving and it's been going on a wee bit already today, and I know we all want to get to the food, so some information about the meal. Jackie can be a bit of a slow eater. Okay. So don't stand in tradition when you see us start, for the love of God, start. Because by the time Jackie finishes, we'll all be waiting anyway. She's also a wee bit of a slooterer, which is a West Coast term for somebody that actually manages to spill their food down themselves. So I've got something special for Jackie. So I don't think anybody wants to see that beautiful dress get spilt upon, so I would recommend it. Suchi. So I may not be in the Navy anymore, and we've got some fine Navy and Army representatives here today from the services. Big round of applause for the services, please. One element I would very much like to keep alive is the Navy port toast tradition. So we're all going to get port towards the end. The guys in uniform will know this, apart from the Army, they don't really follow tradition. There's lots of the RAF on here, but you know RAF representatives, we're alright. So the tradition in the Navy is the port stays on the table to be poured. So, and a gentleman or gentle lady, because I know there's some, we're not all lady gentlemen here. So the port gets poured into the glass from the edge of the table, and it's always served to the left. So if we can keep that tradition up, it would be greatly appreciated. I'd just like to thank everybody again for attending today. I really appreciate it, so does Jackie, and on behalf of my wife and I, we would love to toast you guys. Have an amazing day. We have had an amazing day so far. Thank you very much for coming.
Coming here today to celebrate the wedding of Jackie and Martin. It's fantastic to see so many people here today. Some have travelled from far afield and some are a bit closer to home. I join in expressing my gratitude along with both Jackie and Martin to say thank you for joining them on this very special occasion and enabling to make it a truly memorable day. I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you with a fantastic day it has been so far. Jackie, you look absolutely stunning, so do all the bridesmaids. Martin, to use a naval term, you look as smart as 10 men. Congratulations to you both. It's been an emotional day, and even the cake's in tears. It's been an honour and a privilege, along with Jed, to be Martin's best man, and excuse me, I've know a little less, but Jackie and I know a little less, but likewise, it's great to see her so beautiful and radiant. A wise man once said, the best man's speech should be no longer than it takes for a groom to make love. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much and good night. It's great to see two people that are so evidently in love make this life-changing commitment to each other, and I'm sure those of you who know them both will agree they complement each other perfectly. Martin, you're a lucky man, and you will leave here gained a wife that is warm, loving and caring, and a wife who is funny and radiates joy wherever she goes. Jackie, you are also lucky as you will leave here and have gained a dress and a lovely bouquet of flowers. That's the last joke, honest. For those of us in long-term relationships, friendships, compromise and humour, I believe that are key to lasting happy partnerships. Anyone who has spent time with the couple will know Martin and Jackie have that in abundance, and that's a solid foundation of a good future together. Thank you. We'd like to personally thank Martin. It's been a great honour to be one of your best men today, and you're the bestest of mates. So finally, I would like to say it gives me an immense pleasure to invite you all to stand up and raise your glasses to toast Jackie and Martin, you, Mr. and Mrs. Breckenridge, the bride and groom, and we wish them well in the future and hope them enjoy a long and happy marriage together. Thank you very much.
Start spreading the news. I'll do it. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. Where they're longing to stray right through the very heart of it in old New York. I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps, to find I'm in the hill, top of the heat. it's up to you, New York.
Very good season 4, this one.
Spaghetti song,
Make as well. I can't even bail an egg. My name's Brian, I'm from Glasgow. Well, you know what this is going to be. Some of you saw me stack those plates. My name's Liam and I'm from St Andrew.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Angie and I'm from Los Angeles, California. You have been watching SOS Secret Opera Singers. We have one more number and I want you guys to sing along and get up and dance.
You're just too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off of you. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. Baby,
dance. But before you start, we have a very special surprise. So can you please welcome up the dancers from the Jackson Dance Academy?
long will I love you? As long as the stars above you. Longer if I can. How long will I need you? As long as the seasons need to. Washing up on the sand. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the rest of the Bueno party. As long as you want me to. Longer by far. How long will I want you? As long as your father told you. As long as you're here. Forever long to say. Long will I love you? As long as the stars above you. Longer if I. How long will I love you? As long as the stars above you. Longer if I can. How long will I need you? As long as the seasons need to. Follow the barrier. Long will I be with you? As long as the seas dancing. Washing from the sand. How long will I love you? As long as the stars are above you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Professor Mrs. Breckenridge. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! And for this next little song, we need you all. With each word, you tenderness grows. Tearing my heart apart. And when I laugh, the wrinkles on your nose touches my foolish heart. It's your lovely, never ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. And them wrinkles, you know, it touches my foolish heart. It's lovely, don't you ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Just the way you look. Just the way you look. Well, just the way you look. Just the way you look tonight.
Let's hit it for Jack and Donnie. Ladies and gentlemen, the news outlaws, some things that until the 50, let's get all on that time.